What is the Gaga T-Subs and Squad, girl? Hold on. Okay, so I went live earlier today. Shout out to everybody that was live with me. We had over 100 people in the chat. Girl, we was gagging. One of my home girls that I went to school with, Tamara, shout out to Tamara again, asked me about P-Valley, what I thought about it, and was I going to review it. Now, the gag is, I was seeing all types of advertisements for it, but I was like, if I catch it, I catch it. If I don't, I don't. Well, because so many people was asking me about P-Village, I went on ahead and decided to watch it because y'all know I pay a bunch of fucking money for cable as is. May as well use it to my advantage. And I was able to pull it up. It comes on Stars. I don't know what time. I'll figure all of that out a little bit later on. And I must say, it was the most... Let me say this. I haven't seen as much ratchicity in ass show in a very long time. But I was all here for it. Valley is actually a really, really, really good show. And we just gonna talk about it the best way we know how. I didn't bother to take no messages. No notes, because I really wasn't too sure on whether or not I was really going to dig it or not. So this is purely off of memory. So bear with me. All I'm going to do is run down the characters that we saw thus far. Once next week comes, then I will take down the notes and have everybody's name and so on and so forth. So basically, we're going to drop down to the characters. I believe they call August Nights. I don't really know too much about Miss August, I believe her name is. I don't really know too much about her other than the clips that they would show during the episode of, Mama Girl was basically being abused, battered and abused, and Mama Girl had a goddamn gun up to her face. Lord knows that right there got to be one of the most scariest things anybody can go through, especially when it's somebody that you probably love that's doing something like that. Now, I don't know for sure. I just got a feeling that it was probably an ex-boyfriend or somebody that done did that to her, and Miss Girl had to get the hell up out of Dodge. Like, the only thing she left with was what the hell she had on. And then she goes down to the Pink, which is a strip club somewhere, either it's in Louisiana or Mississippi or whatever. It's in the southern state. I want to say it's Louisiana. She signs up for a twerking contest. Mama Girl twerked her ass to the floor. Not only did she make $50 in a hot plate, but the owner of the club went on ahead and gave her a hot job. And that's exactly what she needed. So far, I think I'm liking August. I want to say her name is August. I really hope I got her name right. I want to say it's August Night. I think she told the guy that was helping her out that her name was Kimberly. Her real name, Kimberly or Katie or something of the sort. But we going to get all of that together as the season goes on next week. Once I really take down my notes and I rewatch it, I have everything that I'm supposed to have. But I'm feeling it. Miss Mercedes. So apparently Miss Mercedes is the HBIC. As far as the strippers go, she's one of the featured strippers. She the bitch that all the men come to see. She the bitch that all of the boys come down to the yard. She the bitch that all of the boys come and pay all of their rent money, they bill money, they weed money, they drinking money, they go tricking off money, and this supposed to go to my baby mama, but it's gonna go to you money. She get all of that, and I'm here for it, baby. I ain't listen. Work ain't honest, but as long as it's paying my bills, fuck her and hers. So I get it. Mercedes do not like August. And I'm completely confused as to why that woman ain't did nothing to her. I believe that she's only jealous because that was her first time ever twerking on stage. That's the first time anybody has ever seen her, and everybody went up for her. And I think that's where the jealousy kicked in at with her. It's like, damn, I've been here all of this long time. I had to really put in and pay my dues to get the crowd to where I am now, to get to the level of ratcheticity that I am at now. And here this little light-skinned, little young tender come up in here shaking what her mama gave her, and now everybody going up for her. One thing that I will say about Mercedes that I like about her story is the fact that both of her parents are pastors. And the thing that made me so hot out of this entire first episode, the one thing that made me so hot was how the mom of that pretentious, stuck-up ass mammy, a hypocritical ass mammy at that, came up in there, saw her daughter dancing. Mercedes comes outside carrying 2 loads of money. And then the mama all out there calling her all kind of whores, all kind of sluts. Oh my God, what did I do to deserve this? Why has God forsaken me? Like she falling all on her knees and hear the angels' voices, you know, prostrating all over the concrete, tearing all over the strip clubs. Parking lot, and all it took was for Mercedes to give her a bag of her money for her to shut the hell up and go ahead about her goddamn life. And you know what, Mercedes, you was a much better woman than I'll ever be. And I hate when people do that. I wouldn't have gave that woman ass cent. Do you hear me? Ass cent. You don't want my money, this stripper money, this hoe money, this whore money, this taking off my clothes for a little pieces of silver money. Like, I hate when people do that. They can't accept you and what you do, but they can accept your money. There's another young lady that's a stripper there. I cannot think of her name right now. It's going to come to me later, or if not, I will have all of their names down packed by next Sunday. She's a stripper there. She's really good at what she does, and she just had a baby. But the sad part about it is, you know, she ain't getting no peace in her home because she getting kicked off in her ass by, I'm assuming, her baby daddy or boyfriend or husband or situationship or whatever the hell it is that they got. And what's so sad is mama girl not even suffering in silence because, girl, that's always the talk down to the dressing room about how every time she comes up in there, she got some type of bruise or mark or battle scar. And she doesn't want to get out of it. And it was really sad when the bouncer saw her breastfeeding her baby and he saw the bruises that was on her neck. And he says, you know I can handle that, right? And she looks at him and say, no, thank you. I will never, ever understand. And it's funny because I have a lot of female subscribers, and whenever I talk about this, I have a lot of female subscribers that email me or they DM me and they all say the same thing. Well, T, you will never know what it's like. T, you will never understand. T this, T that, T that. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all are absolutely right. I never understand it, and I don't want to understand it. What's so sad about the situation is she is more willing to get kicked off in her ass just to simply say that she has a man or that her child has a father. What good is it for the child to have a father when it's not going to have a mama? Because mama, one of these days, he is going to knock you upside your head so hard that you won't be able to recover from that. Then what is your child going to do? What type of values and instillments is that man going to give your child when you're not there no more? Because he kicked off in your ass one too many times. I'm telling you, y'all women, please, and even some men, please, I beg of y'all, get up out of that situation. Get up. Like, it was really heartbreaking because she's a beautiful lady. She's a beautiful, beautiful chocolate black queen. And to see that she carried this man's child for 9 months, Lord knows what she had to go through pushing that baby up out her coochie. And that still isn't enough to get enough love and respect and devotion out of a man for you to at least not put your hands on me. We can argue all day. But me having your kid isn't enough to stop you from laying your hands on me, and I have to walk around people with bruises and bumps and like, where's this girl's family? Anywho, Diamond, baby, let me tell you something. Diamond is the bouncer. Diamond is so goddamn fine. Me, Abby, and the Cats Me Out is going to be out in the streets windmilling about that man. And y'all already know, may the best man win, and I am going to win because out of everybody of the Just Us League, I got the goodness, okay? He ain't going to want none of them tired assholes or they pussies once he get a whiff and a lick in a feel of mine. You understand me? Shout out to Diamond. I like Diamond a lot. Lil Murder. Girl, Lil Murder name need to be Lil Myrtle because Lord knows he's an undercover backdoor booty buster. Now, he's supposed to be some up-and-coming rapper. Pulled up in the scene with the Hummer missing. And, with a whole bunch of flunkies and do-boys and yes-men. And, he shows up with a bag full of ones or whatever the case may be and supposed to play the role of the straight man. And he was doing it quite well, showed up with his chest all out and a little fatigue vest and, piercing pagoda chains and fool's gold all down to his mouth and all that good stuff. But then a situation happened. And with August and one of his people, he go down to Uncle Clifford, and to basically explain the situation. But instead of explaining his situation, he did nothing more but flirt with Uncle Clifford and shove his dick down his throat long enough so that he could get his tired ass song played. But the gag was, Mercedes won't fill in the song down to that boom boom room, and she sure won't fill in the song walking down to her stage. Baby, when that song was played and she looked at that DJ like, bitch, I know you lying to me. So you mean to tell me, Lil Murder, you did all of that and still not get your goddamn song spent? But see, that's where having talent kicks in at. See, when you have real talent, you don't have to jump through all of those types of hoops and hurdles for somebody to take you seriously. You understand me? So let that be a lesson to anybody that's trying to get into the industry. If you don't have the right craft, or if you don't have the right sound, or if you're just trash, you're going to be laying out just like Lil Murder. And speaking of Lil Murder, you can always tell in a group of friends, especially guy friends, who plays what part. When that guy got completely belligerent and upset because August did not really want him touching her in that way. And see, he took it personally, but little do you know, that's an abused woman. So you can't just be grabbing all up around her neck and being real forceful with her like that. She's not at that place yet. But for you to be so desperate and mad and upset, it made you and your clique look bad. Last but not least, Uncle Clifford. I love Uncle Clifford a lot. He is the owner of the Pink. He's a gay guy. When he's at the club, he's in full regalia. When he's just out and about, on his off days, he may still have his nails on, but he got on a nice little tailored suit and or whatnot. I'm assuming he's supposed to be like Della Reese from Boomerang and be in charge of the girls, and I was really all here for that. I think he and August and them, they're going to get really close to each other. And I'm here for it. P Valley, I like y'all. I like y'all a lot. Definitely continue to keep my intentions because this more than likely will replace G Status because I'm standing alongside with my big sis and the rest of my brothers. I don't like the way they talked to her. I didn't like the way one of the producers talked to her, treated her, said whatever he had to say, and I'm sorry. There are so many other more shows that deserve our attention, our recognition, our time, our views. Y'all see how we sit up and how I sit up under all of these hot ass lights and this damn back screen and do what it is that I need to do, but then you got bitches that don't appreciate it. So I'm not saying You're never going to get another review out of me. But what I am saying is, the same way they pull stunts to shows, bitch, I can too. And with that having been said, I'm going to holler at y'all later. Bye.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up.